the people that she stomped for years. She tortured North of Watford with a vicious hate. So when Margaret Thatcher dies, let's celebrate. And I say, hey ho, here goes, tell everybody that we know she's gone. Cover me with love. Yeah, build a bonfire, paint the sky. Come on down, I'll tell you why she's gone. Nobody cries the day that Margaret Thatcher dies. The day that Margaret Thatcher died.
We started. Here we are. We're doing this. It seems an unreal start, but there we are. We spent a good 25 minutes sorting our shit out. But we're here doing the Pass and Move podcast. That's what's happening now. And the vocal stylings tonight was Pete Wiley, The Day That Margaret Thatcher Dies. Of course, it's a momentous day today. And as such, before I introduce my guests, I just want to open a bottle of champagne to toast the fact that she's... Not to toast her, because she was a fucking bitch from hell. I want to enjoy the fact she's died, and I'm going to take one of those lights out, and imagine, yay!
Could have had my eye out.
There we are, pass it along, pass and move the booze along. It's the Liverpool groove. There we are. There we are.
Specially selected.
It's been specially selected, and the good people at Tesco specially selected this, and they selected, and they sort of thought, well, maybe it's only worth £7.99, so in their specially selection. So one would suggest that they were wasting their time specially selecting it, but there we are. So. And Maggie Thatcher's died, and Maggie Thatcher's died. We're all having a party, we're all having a party, we're all having a party, 'cause Maggie Thatcher's died. Hey! Oh, that drink problem's come back again.
Is it go?
Down my face. You probably weren't born when Maggie Thatcher was in charge.
I joined in, but I don't fully understand the implications.
Yeah,
I didn't live through it, so...
I'll
Look
bore
at you.
I'll bore you to death.
Yeah.
So yes, tonight it's the Pass and Move podcast celebrating Margaret Thatcher's death, and joining me tonight at the end of the row, ladies and gentlemen, from the second best band ever to come out of Liverpool.
After Echo and the Bunker.
Yeah, it's probably a toss-up between the two of you. But then again, they did sort of ruin it towards the end, Buddyman, when they tried to do it with the other bloke without McCulloch, and apparently McCulloch, he had plastic surgery, he had liposuction, and spent the whole time with his sunglasses on. I was told about somebody he had liposuction, and he went, "I want to put my sunglasses on when I'm having that," and they hoovered the fat out of it. That's apparently true. But anyways, no, out of his jowls. Anyway, from Frankie Goes to Fucking Hollywood, ladies and gentlemen, it's Nasher. I didn't probably tell you that, did I? Did you not have any idea that that's Nasher from Frankie Goes to Hollywood?
No idea.
The greatest band on earth after the Beatles. Yeah,
Because I was washing
that's
cars.
Nasher.
That's it. See, no,
That's fucking
that's
Nasher.
the beauty of live podcasts.
And it's also the beauty of the ageing process, because you would probably never recognise him from the...
He wasn't born, probably.
He probably wasn't born. Do you remember Frankie Goes to Hollywood, the greatest band
yeah.
since sliced bread? Because before the Beatles, there was no sliced bread.
I'm pleased to know you understand the implications of knowing Frankie Goes to
Damn right.
Hollywood
Yeah.
over Margaret Thatcher.
Yeah.
It's more important, obviously.
Yeah, obviously, yeah. And next to him, ladies and gentlemen, king of industrial waste and bit part acting. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Ian the Don Donnelly.
Thank you.
And to my right, stage left, is someone who wasn't born when Margaret Thatcher... You weren't born when Margaret Thatcher was Prime Minister?
I was born in '88, so I was there for the last 2 years of her...
He wasn't born when this guy was making a dishonest living.
Anyway, so there you are. So there's a whole lot of people on Twitter and Facebook and stuff going, "Oh, Margaret Thatcher," and they're all like 22 or something. They've got no idea what fucking awful. Yeah. And they're all from fucking Kent. So they've got no idea how awful it was. Anyway, I'm tarring you with the same brush, which is probably a racist term. I won't use that. Ladies and Zarif, Rasul. one of Britain's premier sports journalists. How's that going?
Not too bad. Not too bad. Saw Big Sam on Friday.
Oh, yeah, really? Yeah, the plaster on
Yeah.
it. What was the plaster? Tell me about the plaster.
Well, he came in, plaster on his face. He claimed he had 4 stitches underneath it. And he said, because we all thought, row the player or something.
Yeah.
Turns out he'd slipped in his kitchen and fallen face first on a marble worktop.
So he says.
I'd love to have seen that.
So
though,
he
wouldn't you?
says.
I would love to see a player. I'd love to see anybody hit him, to be honest with you. But I'd love to see him fall over in his kitchen like a big old fat twat.
Yeah, but what he doesn't say is that the reason he fell over is because his wife hit him on the back of the head with a shovel because he wouldn't go out and.
I don't know. I don't think about Fat Sam. I don't know about you, Nash. If Fat Sam is in that kind of awful red wine drinking dinner party Ferguson set, when they talk about all that, oh, he's his best mates and all that, just that whole horrible hypocrisy of the Premier League and the FA, and that Ferguson runs all that. He's one of the main instigators of that awful.
Every time I look at Sam, I always think, what would you rather win, the lottery or Fat Sam's head full of 50 pences?
Well, I'll have to do the maths on that, won't I?
It's a good day, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a good day.
I mean, who's in this? Who's in this Fergie mafia?
Well,
Fat Sam.
Yeah.
Fergie.
Yeah,
Harry.
Steve
Harry.
Bruce.
Harry.
Steve Bruce is in there. Well, yeah, he's probably
Pulis.
doing the clean.
Pulis is we're waiting membership.
Well, I don't know. Pulis is the doorman, isn't he? He's the man keeping the likes of Benitez and Mourinho out and all that.
They are,
I hate them.
Mourinho and Fergie very pally. You only have to saw the way, the way.
Yeah, they're not as pally as they used to be though, because when he became a threat, they weren't that pally.
Yeah.
Well, because he was supposedly going to take over, but at least now I think Moyes is going to take over. Officially, I've said that here first. I think. Bilious. How many minutes are we in? How many minutes are we in for that? Bilious. 7 minutes in? Really? 7 minutes? That's a long time. 7 minutes in and Bilious already. Sorry. Just anybody who's doing a book on that.
I think you've done well to that.
When he said Bilious, I thought he was talking about a new Man City side.
Hey!
Yeah,
Not much of a centre back.
He's from the Ukraine, apparently. So we're supposed to be here, Zarif, talking about the last 2 games. That's the first bit of this podcast. And to be honest with you, I think we've been a bit shit in both of those games. Although we got through it by the skin of our teeth against Villa, I thought when we lined up and Benteke was in there, I thought, well, Benteke, it's like there are certain players where you go, right, he's going to score. That's it. That's going to happen. Benteke is one of those. I don't know what it is, but our back four are terrified of Benteke. There is an argument that we should, like we did with John Walker when he was playing for Ipswich. When we play against John Walker, he scored against us all the time. And in the end, they just fucking bought it.
Yeah,
Soon.
Anyone that bullies, we don't like being bullied. If it's a big strong ball.
I don't know anybody who does. Well, no. and unless you're paying for that. Unless you're paying, I don't know. I
know a few women.
Yeah.
When was the last time?
We're in King's Cross, for God's sake.
When was the last time Liverpool centre backs could handle a big striker? I mean, they struggle with Drogba. Since he came to England.
When's the last time Liverpool centre backs can't handle a big striker? The last time they were in training with Andy Carroll.
No, well, the thing is, they couldn't handle Andy Carroll. They couldn't
we
play
bought
with
him after he absolutely terrorised us. At St James's Park.
Yeah.
He scored in that game, didn't he?
But I guess the likelihood of us dealing with that is lessened when you've got Skirtle, who is on the naughty step for.
How long's he going to be on there for?
Well, until he goes back to St Petersburg, presumably.
I assume he's going. But it's looking that way.
You've always got to have someone who looks like an Eastern European war criminal.
I think so.
More tattoos, maybe that's what's happening. I think
Agata tattoo. He's qualified tattoo, isn't he?
Is he really?
Yeah.
Oh, Christ.
Isn't it great to have inside knowledge on the panel here?
He's got too much time on his hands.
Too much ink.
Yeah.
But let's too much ink on his hands. So the first half against Villa was woeful. It was terrible. It was shocking. I mean, it's like you were saying in the we were in the pub earlier on, just meeting up. You were saying is that they look like a team who that's it, we're mid-table and that's fine. And there are players like, I know I bring him up all the time, like Downing, who's used to being mid-table. You know what I mean? He's used to being mid-table. He's used to not having to You know, I think, well,
She was 10 minutes in before Stewie
I was
got it.
just thinking that, yeah. It's always a toss-up. Who's going to arrive first? Uncle Stewie or Uncle Billy? Billy made it tonight, but Stewie wasn't far behind.
About us I think we got out of jail, especially with the Gerrard header. But I expected the defeat following Rodgers. Top 4 is not out of place. It is not out of sight.
Why doesn't
it's
the
man
kiss
of death?
Just shut up.
Shut up.
I mean,
it
really is. I mean, like everybody's saying it. As soon as he comes out with those ridiculous nonsense. I mean, I was saying about the West. I will come to the West Ham game in a minute. But he was talking about the West Ham game. And he was saying he was frustrated because we were outstanding in terms of our play. No, we weren't. We weren't outstanding in terms of our play. We gave the ball away all the time.
Yeah, to me, we look like a team that was basically what we are. Nothing to play for, because let's face it, we're not gonna get Champions League.
We might get in the Euro Disney. We still might get in there.
Oh God, not like this. We're not. You know, we just looked at, because West Ham had something to play for. They were scrapping, fighting for every ball. But so were Villa, before that. And both games, to be honest, to me, Liverpool just looked as if we're not interested. We're just playing out the rest of the season.
But as you said, Nasher, is that kind of been said on the quiet? Is that actually, you know what? Let's not bother with the Euro Disney because it's going to be knacker us up for the next season. Or whatever.
I think it's a massive commitment for not a lot of money, and you even UEFA to talk about scrapping it. Now and enlarging the Champions League. I think the saviour of the Euro Disney would be have more teams in it. Have 6 places out of the Champions League and have it as a knockout. Why not? Because then at least at the beginning of the season, your manager can choose to go, all right, we're playing Ruben Kazan or whoever, away from home. I'll put out a rubbish team. We'll get knocked out. Yeah. One game, not a 2-leg affair. Wherever you get drawn, make it like the FA Cup. The FA Cup is the best cup.
Go on. So I was going to say, I just remember the UEFA Cup I used to see as quite a value tournament. Whenever we used to play it.
The Cup Winners' Cup. Cup Winners' Cup.
Exactly. I think now the Europa League is
Cup.
The format's so bloated with like the group stage and stuff, and it's no wonder teams don't take it seriously as they probably should.
But this is all done on the...
The ruination of it was the Champions League dropouts.
Absolutely.
Stupid. But the thing is that the Champions League has been lessened because it's like
it's not Champions League, is it?
I mean, it's all right. Maybe the top 2 or something, but the top 4, it just seems. I mean, it just seems ludicrous.
But the reason this is surely this is FIFA or UEFA, really drip, trickle effect. To try and instigate European leagues.
Yeah. I don't want that.
No, I don't. No, nobody does. Just Platini or whoever, or just these.
I think maybe foreigners. Going back 5 or 10 years before, it's arguable to say that English teams have had quite a dominance in the Champions League in recent years.
Yeah.
And prior to that period, say prior to Istanbul. Maybe the Premier League were looking at Europe and saying that the strength would be for the big clubs to be in a European Super League. But I think now, who's going to watch Liverpool play Juventus? They've had to watch Liverpool Wigan. Thousands of kids all over the world watching it. The Premier League is the product.
I used to watch when Italian football used to be on a Sunday.
Channel 4. Yeah,
I used to watch it. Oh, let's go! I used to watch it. And actually, Donny runs this studio. I used to do that, and that'd be on. And at the same time, you'd have Division 2 or Division 3 or whatever it's called now, the Platinum League or whatever it's called now, was on the other channel, and I find myself 9 times out of 10 flipping over to watch people properly kick each other in the 3rd division,
in Doncaster.
Because really, I think the English footballing public, or maybe the elderly English footballing public who remember Margaret Thatcher. Well, I don't know. And certainly Liverpool fans like a bit of blood and guts. That's why we like Steven Gerrard so much, because he properly goes in for tackles and he proper goes in for football should be. It's a contact sport. It's about aggression. That's why we do football. Is because we don't have wars anymore. That's It's a physical contact game.
You're back onto Thatcher again.
No, I know, but I know, but you know, part of me is that's the frustration about. I've gone completely off kilter now. Part of me is the frustration is the fact we play such pretty football and so passing football. You know, sometimes I just want Andy Carroll to come on and for us to just hump the ball in there and kick some people. And you know what? I'm not embarrassed about saying that. I think that is part of football. I think it's part of the game. And the best teams can change and do both of those things.
So that's bringing it back to Villa and West Ham. We didn't compete physically with these teams.
Well, I'd actually say I think Liverpool are physically the weakest team in the Premier League. In every game, I see our player and their player going in for 50-50, and I think their player's going to win.
Yeah. That's usually Downing, though, to be fair.
But you know, you look at our midfield these days. I like Joe Allen.
I mean,
he's had a tough time recently, but I don't see him winning any midfield battles.
Well,
Lucas was ineffective.
Well,
Lucas
was. He looks a little bit unfit to me.
He looks
a little bit.
He's still a bit rusty.
Well, that was. I mean, he was worse in the West Ham game. But we just finish up the Villa game. Henderson's decent finish.
Brilliant run as well.
Incredible ball from Coutinho.
Well, yeah.
Who been brilliant.
Let's face it,
if you look at Joe Allen the first half of the season. Or first, quarter of the season was outstanding player. Coutinho, since he's come in, has been outstanding.
Brendan Words rubbing off on you already. Outstanding.
Outstanding is outstanding.
Yeah, but the difference.
No, that is it. It is outstanding. That's why I'm saying
There's the Brendan Rodgers press conference checklist. There's outstanding, magnificent, and okay. They all come.
But the difference between Joe Allen and Coutinho is that Joe Allen was trying not to say it very good. He didn't give the ball away, but Coutinho makes things happen in the final third. Yeah. So, for my money, at the moment, Coutinho is a better signing.
Well, I'm just delighted to see someone in a number 10 shirt who's not Joe Cole.
Yeah.
So, anyone. Even anyone here.
Or even Smeets.
A body. Anybody.
It's like, remember when Smeets came and I went, hey, we've got to play.
You said you weren't going to mention it.
You've got to Smeets. And you think, Smeets in a number 10 shirt, it was embarrassing, wasn't it? It was embarrassing. But anyway, so we've got
Hendo. Going back to Hendo.
Yeah.
I have a theory about Hendo.
Just have some more. Can you want some more Thatcher?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
A bit more Thatcher.
I think
that's for this is for the miners.
Something my mate pointed out to me. He said
some for the miners.
I'm driving.
You're driving,
yeah,
all right.
So
do you want some for the miners?
Don't do it. Don't drink and
drive, I don't mean in miners as in Jet Savile. It's not miners in it. This.
Yeah, about Henderson being. If he does something that's instinctive, like if he hits a ball first time, where it's only when he has to think about it that it goes wrong. I mean, I watched him.
Emil Heskey.
I can't remember what game it
Emil
was.
Heskey.
He got a ball. I think it might have been from Wisdom.
Yeah.
And Wisdom's ran 80 yards and busted a gut, and he's given an absolute dog shit pass. I think it was against Arsenal, and it's run out of play. And like, if I'd have been Wisdom, I'd have knocked him out on the way back. I'm going like, I've put you in. I've found you in space. You've had time to turn, and I've run, and you've just given me that crap to chase. And you can see it in his face.
I've forgotten about Andre Wisdom.
Yeah.
It's like, that's another thing next year. We'll have Andre Wisdom back, won't we?
Martin Kelly, I'm looking for
Martin Kelly back as well.
Martin Kelly.
That we're talking about buying centre halves all over the place.
I'm thinking Martin Kelly is going to replace Skirtle.
Well, the thing is, Kelly's
Johnson for me is the weakest link in our defence by a mile.
Really?
Glenn Johnson.
Switches off. Well, no, the defence. Yeah,
defence, but not going forward.
That's not an argument.
No. It is because our fullbacks play so far forward. They're not defenders anymore. But that's why the centre halves are so much more important than they used to be, because they have to be more athletic and they have to be bigger and better in the air, and they have to be able to be pass as well. So those two positions in the centre defence are so much more important.
It's not in the area.
Those players,
it's the filling in behind the fullbacks. That's where they have to be.
You're obsessed with being filled in.
Well, it's my degree in dentistry.
Looking at someone like Bale, right? If you're that good going forward and can't defend, I'll look the other way. But this is Glenn Johnson, who's not Gareth Bale.
He's Glenn Johnson's all right. Any other team would have Glenn Johnson.
Well, I've said for a long time, why do we not play Glenn Johnson as right midfield? Yeah. And I mean, in fact, we were very, very strong when Martin Kelly played right back and Glenn Johnson played ahead of him.
Yeah, but he's not a great right midfielder either, is he?
Well, right, hold on. Can we do this in the next bit? Because I've got to get past through Villa and go on to West Ham next.
We're only on line.
I know. This is hopeless.
Can you take more of that?
Don't worry, but the next podcast is going to be thin. Don't worry. Control. Oh God, this is a real. I tell you what, I'll move that to the next one. So bear in mind, the next podcast will have the question is. Gerrard's cleared Benteke's header off the line. What do we do when Gerrard retires?
Right,
okay, right, yeah. Okay. Imagine that. Look at his face. He's gone white. It's gone white.
It's terrifying.
You wouldn't have that with the virtual studio, wouldn't you, to tell? So nice to see Sterling turn up. Though I've forgotten what Sterling looked like. It was Sterling. Yeah, exactly. Sterling played in it. It came on for the last 15 minutes.
Was this
and but Bonlahor should be a lesson to all of us, shouldn't it? You know, it was certainly a lesson to Sterling. Bonlahor was the future of British football. It was English football. He was going to be the top star. And you know, Bonlahor now is drifting into his mid-30s, whatever. You know, he I don't know how old he is now, but he has been a player who's had, you know, lots of potential all his career. And now, you know, he's training with barn doors. They are literally, they're bringing in barn doors and he's missing them all the time. Bonlahor can't score to fucking save his life. Bonlahor played for England. It's insanity.
Yeah, I mean, I think with him, I don't think he's got a particularly good football brain. I think he's never makes the right runs.
He's also playing in the wrong team.
Right.
To me, he always looks like a Jack Russell chasing a balloon. And I think there's a bit of Sterling. That's a bit of that as well.
Sterling will get better over time.
Yeah.
I think
anyway,
the coaching will get
he's a young kid, isn't he?
So West Ham, after 10 minutes, tell me here, after 10 minutes, we all thought we're never going to score here, didn't we? Did anybody think we're going to score?
I was pressing.
Although we did score, didn't
I
we?
was pressing the in-play buttons for 0-0 on that for sure. That had 0-0 written all over it.
Very lethargic. I think Suarez really tired that day. You know.
Well, I think
you can. For very tired there on that day, you can read really shit because he was.
Well,
he was in. What's his name?
You say that.
I'm being overcritical there.
But he worked really, really hard. But his passing came short, and he was passing the ball away because he was. I think he's fucking knackered.
Yeah.
And Lucas is the same. Both of them gave the ball away all the time, and those two don't give the ball away really that often. And,
but why are they knackered? It's not as if we've got European football.
Flown halfway around the world, didn't he, Suarez?
I'm presuming.
He played against Villa, he was great against Villa, wasn't he?
Yeah. So, but also, he's carrying the whole team, and especially if he plays up front on his own.
So, is this not poor management from Rodgers? Because really, then in that case, if Suarez is knackered, surely a good manager is going to recognise this and instead put Sturridge on first. But use them both a little bit more intelligently.
Looking at West Ham, do everything about their performance said we start this game with a point, and if we can end the game with a point, that's a result for us.
Yeah.
And a team who can play brilliant football, even the likes of Barcelona, will come up against a Chelsea who will go, we start this game with a point.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we'll stop you. And what you said before about Andy Carroll, I would have liked to have seen him come on.
Yeah.
Instead of Sturridge or instead of Sterling and go in there and just bash a few heads. That big centre half who's knocked Suarez all over the place. Go and knock his heads off and mix it up a bit and have that bit of a plan B.
Maybe Nasher. When Asaidi came in, who was, to be fair, was fucking terrible when he came on. But you know, he's not playing.
I'm not surprised.
You don't bring him on. Bring Skirtle on. Put Skirtle up front. And that would have fucking gone, whoa, what's going on there?
Even just
a
surprise. Shelby, I think, would have,
well, yeah, sure.
You
know what? You know, we were talking about having a terrible,
Jumpmeister, Shelby.
Well, talking about having we've got a skeleton squad, blah, blah, blah. Actually, you know, when you start making those lists of players, actually next season we could put a couple of more players in there. We've actually got quite a big squad because all those younger players are now a year older.
Yeah.
And you know, the kids are you thinking, oh my God, we're playing like 16, 17-year-old kids here. But those kids are another year older. So then we're adding those players to the squad. You know, I
think there's a danger.
Excuse to have having a small squad is beginning to disappear. I think
we're in danger of becoming Arsenal. You know that if we have all these players in the team who can play football. Yeah. But it's found out it can be stopped, and so far what I haven't seen from Rodgers is a bit of a plan B. I can't recall, and I'm happy to be correct, is where you say he's made a substitution and made a tactical change that's gone. Well, that's really turned the game.
Changed it completely.
No. It's in game.
His in game.
I don't think his in game's been good.
On the plan B thing, his whole thing is he'll make like little tactical adjustments, but he'll never ever resort to your classic sort of English target man play. That's if he'd have wanted to do that, he'd have kept Carroll. He was so insistent on getting rid of Suarez. His whole idea is, you know, my way, this death by 1,000 passes. If we knacker out the opposition, that will always work every time, and he's not willing to shift from that. Yeah, he's that's his whole tactical idea.
When Arsenal was successful, they had Henry. We've been successful because we've got Suarez.
Yeah,
we need to find goals from other parts of the pitch and. Also, little bits of flair and little bits of brilliance and little bits of individuality, and I think that's what I see a lot in Coutinho. Yeah. That
he's
maybe he could be that kind of player.
You know, they read the same sort of passes and stuff.
But also, you know, and because you went white before, do you not think Gerrard's not?
We'll talk about Gerrard in the next podcast.
Okay.
Right, can we just do it very quickly?
We need to talk about
Jonathan. How long we got? How many more minutes we got? 10 minutes, all right. Let's talk about... that was a very professional shouting from the side.
Yeah.
Like this is professional.
10!
Like I'm moaning about it. Oh, I've got the Sturridge's goal. That wasn't offside, was it? That was a perfectly good goal.
No, it was 2 yards offside.
I thought it was offside, yeah.
It was a mile off.
Anyway.
Don't forget, you were watching it on a hooky.
Yeah, I was watching it on this Star Sports. Was it kind of like
a Singaporean? Was
and it was actually quite good. I thought it was quite good. No, you know, Barry Horn was the co-com.
They don't have offside in Singapore.
It was better than Sky Sports. I thought,
hey, we're better than Sky Sports.
And you know, two other things I want to say. Giammi. We should have picked him up, definitely. Giammi looks a decent player, and actually, when Lucas is looking a bit
that's exactly why we should have bought him.
Exactly, we should have. And actually, he cost buttons, didn't he? I think I can't remember. Yeah. And then also, hats off to them, West Ham for the minute silence. I thought they were fantastic. Like not a pin drop at Anfield for that minute silence.
Well, I mean, Nolan had he'd done a few pieces in the. I did Nolan piece for a couple of papers on Sunday.
You did a piece.
Yeah.
You journalist.
Which pieces did you do?
The Sunday Mirror.
Sunday Mirror.
And the Mail on Sunday, but they didn't use that.
Could you have a minute to think about that? This guy's writing for the Mirror.
Matt, he's writing for the Mirror. Let's have a think about that.
The Mail on Sunday.
Not a fan.
It's not that great, is it?
No, not really.
Okay. He spoke quite well about it, because obviously he's probably same sort of age as Steven Gerrard, growing up in Liverpool around that time, and he had friends at Hillsborough and stuff, so I think that might have possibly played a part.
And I think they looked, when they had the minute silence and all that, and they were all concentrating on Gerrard, just you forget, Gerrard's the young kid of a cousin died. And that's astonishing. It's astonishing, that that lineage is going through the team. It's incredible. No wonder he plays with such incredible passion.
Well, he's saying like his book and stuff that's when he goes to Anfield every time he drives, he'll stop and he'll read his cousin's name on that.
God, that must be incredible. Yeah. So last few games we've got left. I've got. When's our next game? Is our next game Reading?
Reading this weekend. Yeah.
Reading away.
That's
got 0-0. It's got 1-1. It's got a draw written all over it.
For me, that should be a shoo-in.
Of course it is.
3 points, but it's Reading away. Presumably they'll just play loads of defenders, like 15 defenders and one striker.
They've got to win. Reading have got to go.
Yeah,
for win.
but they know that we will attack them and hold the ball all the time, and then they play for free kicks and corners. And,
but you know, like when just bring it back to the West Ham, I was really pleased when the game opened up, which is not normally something. I suspect. You know, Rodgers was really unhappy with it opening up. Well, it could be that way with Reading in the way that if they need to go at us. He's not a defensive
manager, like he sets his teams out to sort of play expansive
Okay,
stuff.
so let's go 3 points there. The Chelsea game at home is going to be the most bizarre game, I think,
so
atmosphere since the Blackburn game when Kenny won 1-2 and they won 2-0. And that was so bizarre because half of us were when we played, it was when we played them and we wanted them to beat us so that they could. So
it was the last game of the Chelsea when we played Chelsea.
So we played Chelsea and we wanted them to beat us, and it was kind of a really weird thing.
Was that the Gerrard back pass that game?
Yes, that's right. Yeah,
so
we had the Chinese sponsor on the show.
So bizarre. But you know, the Chelsea fans don't like Benitez, but actually, the thing is, they don't know anything about football. So
Plastic flag waving to Bob Blatt.
It'd be interesting to see.
The
cop they'll be shouting Benitez's name.
Of course they will. Of course they will.
It'd be great.
Of course they will. And from the moment they get in there, they'll be shouting Benitez's name, and I think that's incredible.
And
booing Torres. Yeah.
If somebody said to you 4 years ago, Benitez are going to come back to Anfield with Chelsea, I know what you fucking talking about.
I'm sick. It makes me sick.
It does me too.
Yeah, so do I.
I mean, we were talking about this last time about him winning, maybe Rafa winning the league with Chelsea. Was we have that?
Yeah.
He wins 2 trophies. He leaves with his manager. I'd
rather Rafa won the league with Chelsea than Fergie won the league.
I tell you what, it's convenient that Chelsea fans hate him, because actually, if Chelsea fans loved him and he was well loved there, well liked, it'd be more difficult to be comfortable about it.
He killed Fergie's double dream this year as well, which is pretty nice, isn't it?
I just want to know why they don't boo the owner. Why don't you boo the Russian?
Because secretly, because they love him. They love him.
Because they wouldn't have a team before you arrived.
I mean, I've got a theory that Rafa was maybe brought in to be the bad guy, to get rid of the Lampard,
he doesn't give a shit because he got paid 12. By the end of it, he'll have £12 million in his pocket. Whether he gets sacked or whether he stays to it, he'll have £12 million. Should we just have a little think about how much that would that feel in your bank account?
Say that again.
12 million pounds. Wow, that's a lovely.
It's 3 million more than Kenny. Controversial.
Yeah.
But 3 million less than you got for that song at Christmas.
We'll talk about it in the next podcast. We're going to talk about that in the next podcast. Tomorrow, coming back tomorrow, we'll talk about Kenny's thing, which was interesting, you said. So anyway, can I just talk about the last few games? Newcastle away.
Ooh,
well, because Newcastle got nothing to play for, but
they're in the Euros, isn't he?
Are they?
Yeah.
Still there?
They're still in it, aren't they?
No, but they're still in it, but they've got nothing to play for in the league, have they?
Yeah, but they're playing for the Euros, isn't he?
But neither have we. So I'd
say
they're
not going to make the Euro Disney. What do you want about?
No,
they're in the Euro Disney.
That's
what I'm saying. They're in it, but them playing against us, it ain't going to be. So in theory, they should roll lower because they're still in the Euro Disney. But I don't know. Then the derby.
Is that what it's come to? Us wanting Newcastle to roll over?
Yeah, it is. And the derby.
The derby is all about overhauling them.
Right,
absolutely.
Well, if we can get results against Reading, Chelsea, and Newcastle, who's Everton playing next? Jonathan, can you find out? Are they playing Arsenal away, so they'll lose that game. So then we'll be 3 points behind, or 3 points. Yeah, 3 points behind, because we're 3 points behind them now.
Yeah.
No, Everton
got someone at home this week, and they play Arsenal next Tuesday. Arsenal's their game in hand. Everton have got someone at home this weekend.
Can you find out who we get? So they've got Arsenal and the next one in Jonathan. So we play them, and that's a 6-pointer. Then we play Fulham. Fulham away. I went to that game. Horrid. And then
QPR will be relegated.
And then QPR, well, hopefully they'll be relegated by that. But you know, sometimes when teams are relegated, that gives them a bit of a kick in the arse, doesn't it?
And they just come out and play.
Anyway,
difficult to call.
But then again, QPR, Harry might have been sacked by then, or fucked off, or they might have had, they might have, God knows what about them.
Just think, if we had something to play for, what a great run in. If only.
You're really right, actually. Apart from the Chelsea game.
If we're sitting here saying 4th place at this time, and you go, and we've got, whoa, brilliant.
Is it mathematically possible to us to get 4th?
Yes.
Is it still
It's mathematically possible, yeah.
Wow, amazing.
But the trouble is you've got to overhaul.
What a brilliant fucking thing to say that was.
I didn't hear whether you said 3 points for Chelsea.
You
just kept circling it.
That's the sort of game where we'll lose the rest and win that.
I think we will. Although, to be honest with you, I have to predict every game as a loss for us to win. So I think we'll lose to Chelsea. But you know what? Yeah. We'll have the whole crowd on our side, and the opposing manager on our side. It's been going to be so weird.
What about the 200 Chelsea fans that will be?
Well, they're new to football. They don't really understand.
They don't care it.
They'll be going, bleeding understand it. Really cheap, innit? Oh, lovely.
Great fish and chips up here.
Anyway, there we are. We're gonna leave it there. The next podcast, which we're gonna do tomorrow, we're gonna talk about what it is to be a Liverpool supporter. This is Moose. Right, Moose is away. He's not here tonight because he's in New York. He's doing the wrestling. He's gone to the wrestling. What's it called?
WrestleMania.
He's gone to WrestleMania in the United States of America, which is that kind of pantomime wrestling thing. Yeah. He's a grown man. He's interested in that shit. He's there.
Right. Jackie Pallo, Giant Haystacks, and Mick McManus.
Absolutely.
But
anyway, so our next one, we're going to talk about Gerrard. What happens when Gerrard goes? Okay, we're going to talk about the gossip about players and whatever we should get in, and we're also going to talk about what it is. This is Moose's thing. What it is to be a Liverpool supporter, what it means, and what it means, and what's the difference between being an old Liverpool supporter and a new Liverpool supporter. I think that's just a massive slapping on the arse. Well, yeah, I mean,
there you go.
Let's, it's a self-congratulatory thing. But anyway, we'll do that. We'll carry on in this style, and we'll do it and we'll enjoy it because we're in good company, and we've still got a little bit of Thatcher's fizzy wine left. Thank you very much. We will see you on the other side of this, which will be tomorrow, apparently. So hats off to you. You will never walk alone.